Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing to start the drive. Barnett. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down, Barnett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
first carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 41, this is second and a yard. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Barnett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's 2nd and 3. So a first carry for their fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send Watson in motion right. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
They run, Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 21 yards away. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Give to Hall running right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready, set.
Mike's 47. Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. I got it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's forced out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
58, right over there, right over there.
Flash blue. Zoom black.
Back to throw. Barnett completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barnett. And check down, complete to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a couple. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Slam.
Ready.
Running left, it's Hall. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Mike 16. Mike 16. They're going to need some therapy after this. 16's coming. Check right. Check.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second and 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Hall again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 57 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Barnett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Come on, set, 45, wide.
Get the ball. 4-7's a mic, 4-7's a mic.
6, mega, yellow, go.
Back to throw. Barnett. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Barnett. Throw right side. Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 47's the mark, boys. 47. Check, 47. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 47's the mic.
Ready, go.
On first down, Barnett. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Ready, break.
2nd and 11 now.
You, yellow.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Coming.
Stand, go.
Operating from the gun. Barnett. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final shot before half for Allen. He's going to go up top again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws. And that's another one right there.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 47. Come on. You better bring Sponge. No.
Trouble, 38.
Check 6
Ready, go.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Ready.
Mike 47. Quit talking about it and bring it. Kill. Check 99. Check 99. Kill.
Blue striker.
Slam.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Here I come. Check 26. Check 26.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 3. Switch.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 3 from the 9.
Check 47. You gonna see me in your...
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Matt Milano from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
58's the money. 58's the money. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Barnett. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, Allen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Looking to throw. Barnett. Caught by Wilson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
52 blaster. He's coming. We got double up.
Paul on a give up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Here's Hall again. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. On first and 10, Barnett throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Second and 10. A handoff for Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 26 yards. And the Jets will add to their fourth quarter lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 21, here's a second down and 4. Back to throw. Barnett flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman from 21 yards away. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. Going for the deep ball. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, pick your...
Looking to throw. Barnett. It's a short one here, complete to the top. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Jets first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true, because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game. game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity.